Alright, so it seems like I'm a bit quiet, so I'll go ahead and raise this. Alright. Hey there! Currently I'm just setting up the volume. You can tell it's a mess right now, so let me go ahead and click on this. And with that... Alright. Volume, there we go. And... Alright, I think that should be it for audio, so I think that's set up for the most part. So, that, okay, I think that should be good to go. So, with that, let me go ahead and get this started. Alright. So, to quickly explain what happened, I'm currently playing my game on Flycast. And what I've been using is save states. But the thing is, I accidentally saved over my save state, so now I have to replay the entire game again. Whoops. So, that's fun. That's what I get for doing that. Okay, so with that, I'm gonna go ahead and get started. The last point I was at was where you finish the Cave of Bad Dreams, but because, you know, I don't have that anymore, I can't really mess with that. Also gonna raise this first because it gets kind of dark sometimes with the lighting. Alright. Alright, and let's get started. Created successfully, pressing. Oh, with that, with Clark, I got to the point where you give him the life,
Rayman,
and I like
what the pirates have done to our world.
I got to the part where you give him the life elixir, but sadly, when I was quitting out of it, I accidentally saved over it, so I have to redo the entire game again. The Cave of Bad Dreams was actually really easy for me though, so that was pretty fun.
The robots search for innocent prey. In the chaos, they exploded the heart of the world.
I'm playing on the Dreamcast version,
The 1,000
so...
lumps of energy which form it have been scattered. We are getting weak. Soon it will be too late.
Yeah, the rest of the games...
You
Yeah,
must escape, Rayman.
I'm playing specifically on the US version, so maybe it's something like that. So with that, let me go ahead and see if I can wait for this. Yeah, that's actually pretty weird, yeah. I am playing on an I'm also playing an HD retexture version, so I know for a fact though it didn't mess with the audio, so I'm not sure why it's doing that. Yeah. Yeah, with the original playthrough I did, it did have the gibberish text, so well, sorry, gibberish voice, so it should play like that.
They'll never fall to shit. You want to let me moan this too? No, what's better? Now what's too? Calvin Brooks too. Oh, whoa, Leah Philip. Give me the much home. Yay! Rayman! Oh, you're the diamond phone to one day.
Yeah, for the most part, I haven't had much problems with the game, so I think the only thing I've noticed on occasion is some textures kind of messing up, but that's more of an issue of emulation. So yeah, it should for the most part just play the same. Also, I just really want to say the music sounds... Hi, Murphy. Wait, don't interrupt me.
Hi, Rayman. Glad to see that you escaped. I'm Murphy, and I'm here to be your guide. You see that stone right next to us there? It's a magic stone which can read your thoughts.
Actually, I'm not reading all of this. Anyway. Anyway, as I was saying, I really like the music in this game. So mean. Oh yeah, I think I kind of remember hearing something about that, about an intergalactic zoo. It's been a while, but that does sound familiar to me. I think that I wouldn't be surprised if that might have kind of inspired the animated series later, because that one he gets caught in like a circus. So I wouldn't be too surprised. I think with playing the game, the most I really have issues with is the camera on occasion, because I'm not really used to having to hit the buttons on the side compared to other games I grew up with where you'd use the right stick. I did play this game before on my brother's Dreamcast as a kid, so I do have experience with the game. Just, you can tell it was when I was like really young. So, like, for like the first hour when I did my initial playthrough, I just used like the lock-on button here instead. I like whenever Rayman talks, his eyes just bulge. Like they just keep moving. It's funny. Rayman in this game is so funny looking. Yeah, he is.
He's so baby.
Oops. Oops. Oh wait, I have to wait for leave before I can do that, so yeah, I won't be able to use that purple one. Oh, maybe a little bit. Once I get to the other world, I'll spin him around. I love his little stop voice line, it's so cute. Stop! Game has been saved successfully. Yeah, in my original playthrough I was using save states because I thought doing that would be smarter, but it just screwed me over, so I didn't even have it on the... I was being done, so that's why we're doing this again. Literally the "aw shit, here we go again" meme. Anyway, here you go. fact that this game is pretty old, I will say that for the most part I'm fine with the water controls in the game. It's not too bad, really. Okay. Again, I think the main thing that I was having problems with is the camera, because there were a few instances where when I'm fighting the pirates and the camera just gets kind of stuck, if that makes sense. Like, it gets stuck on the fencing of like certain areas, or it'll just kind of refuse to follow me on occasion. It's not as common as other older games I've played, but it's definitely, it can definitely be an issue. I'm not sure if that's only a Dreamcast problem or not. I'd have to look into it. In fact, speaking of differences between versions, I'm wondering, going back to the one voice of the intro, if that might have also been like a regional difference, because I know that the Japanese version is infamous for having like Rayman be blue instead, which I don't think there was ever an official reason for why they did that. I know I mentioned it before in my Tumblr that the reason that people usually say isn't actually true. Like, the whole purple means death, so that means if they had him as purple, that means he's a villain, when nothing really says that. By that logic, that means characters like Jotaro or Homura shouldn't be purple. If anything, it means royalty and such. Yeah. Honestly, the only real reason I can think of is it was an attempt to make him look cuter to Japanese paying audiences. Because that's kind of the reason they had with a lot of the changes, it seems. I think the only change that I'm fine with regarding the Japanese version is I kind of really like the white outfit they gave me. Like, I think it looks cute on her. Yeah. But the other changes, I don't really see the point in regarding that hand rendition of the game. I wouldn't say that I wouldn't say it's a case of that. With purple, like I mentioned before, it's seen as like a royal color. If I did have to gander a reason that isn't just trying to make him look cuter, it might also be a case of like trying to make him like stand out more against the background, because when you have him stand here, his silhouette is more dark, so with that, it makes it a bit harder to see. So it's kind of a similar case with what happened to Spyro, only that one's way worse. To kind of explain, with this Japanese version of Spyro, they changed the camera, but it's like really bad. So it could also be a case where they tried to make it more accessible but kind of messed it up. Again, by all means, there's never going to be a concrete answer, so like, I'd actually be really curious to see why they did any of the changes they did. It was a weird time. Yeah, with blue, it's a color that stands out more compared to purple, which is like a darker shade. So maybe that's the reason. It makes more sense to me than just saying purple is death, so it'll be evil. Like, I feel like that's a really weird way of looking at it. Alright, here we go. Yeah, true, he is very gay. Gay man. We love gay man. We love gay man. Gay, homosexual, gay. You know what's funny about this one song in particular? You know the little bamp sound that happens? I actually recognize this sample from like a few other media. Like, for example, I know for a fact this sound plays in like Pizza Tower. I think it's used specifically for the taunts, and I also know that it's used, I want to say, in Ratchet and Clank. A lot of the OST in this game uses sample CDs, which is what I tend to sometimes use for my own music. That's how I did the one instrumental song on my Tumblr. So with that, it's one of those things that's kind of fun to try to find. I think I also pointed this out on my Twitter as well, where the one yes, like the one yeah noise from the original game is also from a CD. Also, can't really go here yet. Yeah, Pizza Tower. Yeah. Yeah. Like, I recognize the sound effect from watching a few clips before. I'm not really into Pizza Tower that much because of obvious reasons, but yeah. It's one of those things where finding those kinds of sounds is a little fun. Like it's a little funny. And for the record, when games use sample CDs, I wouldn't say it's an issue of like laziness, because by that logic that means I'm a lazy ass too. It's more of an instance of making it more easier to make a product, because, you know, you don't have to create your own noises and sounds and such. It's definitely useful, though, for when you don't really have the time to like get an entire orchestra, which, for example, a lot of the game's strings in this game are just sound clips from CD packs. Like 0G, I want to say, is the specific one they use. I could be wrong though. It's honestly really fun to look into. I highly recommend, if you're a fan of the games, to look into the samples used in the games. Specifically, there should be a video on YouTube. Oops. As I was saying before I started dying, there should be a video that's like Rayman 1 through 3 samples on YouTube that lists out some of the different sample CDs used. It's really interesting and has honestly really been useful for learning my own music, because it makes learning how to do certain sounds and such much more easier, especially in the case of guitars or strings, as I mentioned before. I just keep dying, don't I? With that, I want to say that the one sound I mentioned before, the funk noise, like the wah sound, I want to say it was also used in something else. I can't remember what it was. Like, I know it was another game that was around this time. Like, I want to keep saying it's Ratchet and Clank, but I am not really sure if it is, the more I think about it. Oops. Well, that's just my own fault. I'm gonna go ahead and just save, because, you know, I'm a filthy cheater.
don't tell Ubisoft or Ubisoft or...
I can never decide how I want to pronounce it. Oops. Alright. Yeah, it is. Yeah, this yeah is a sound sample. It's yeah, I want to say it's from something called Data File is a specific one. It's honestly really interesting to look into these noises because I know that there's a video online that has like the different voice actors that did Rayman, but they kind of miscredit the voice for the yeah sound effect as being the same as the full game. When it's not. No, that's a pre-existing sound. In fact, I'm actually wondering who did provide that noise, like the voice of the yeah, if that makes sense. It's honestly really interesting to look into these kinds of things. Like, I keep saying like, sorry. For example, another sound that a lot of people don't know is a sound sample is for the Teddy Lloyd song Fly Away Now for Panting Stalking. All the voice clips in that are actually also from a sound library as well. They didn't hire someone, they got sound samples. Another instance would be the voices for the Street Fighter 3, where the announcer voices are also pre-existing sounds from, I want to say also from Data File. It's really interesting to see how much a lot of media uses sound samples in their games or in their shows. And again, it's not, I hate when people look into that and are like, oh, that must mean they're lazy. No, it's an instance of like cutting costs or making a product more quickly. Plus, I think it's really fun to see these sounds reused in other pieces of media in the most random of places. Like, don't you, like, it's kind of funny to think that some of the samples in the Rayman series might have been used for horror games. Like, the obvious one would be Silent Hill, for example. It's really interesting to see the differences of how these sounds are used by different developers or different composers. Oops. Yeah, he is a baby. Also, okay, so it's Ubisoft. Okay, thank you. I wasn't sure. Thank you. I can never make. I'm not very good with pronunciation, even in my own native language. Like, for the longest time, I used to think that salmon was pronounced as salmon. It's very funny. Yeah, it's not very fun. Yeah. I've been told I'm surprisingly pretty okay at pronouncing Japanese. Like, I'm like, watashi wa, you know, that sort of thing. But I don't really talk enough in it to really have a full-on conversation in it. It's one of those instances where I'm better at reading it than like speaking it, because one, conversation in general just sucks for me. Alright, there's Lee. Alright. Oops. Wait. It's not attacking me. to guess, what happened was I was out of its range. If I had to guess. Weird. Alright. The car. Yeah, I can't really do deep voice or any masculine voices, so I would be able to replicate the Billy West car. Yeah, speaking of which, I think I saw Billy West talk about that on Twitter, the whole voice thing, and he basically said that it was supposed to be like a Brooklyn accent. I wonder why he decided specifically Brooklyn. Like, did Ubisoft specifically tell him to do that, or did he just decide that on his own? I guess you could just ask him on Twitter, but I'm pretty sure he has enough problems going on with doing voice acting for different media.
Riley! Riley! Lee, are you okay?
You know what my favorite thing about me is though? Look at the twitching. I love the little twitching of like of this one motion, because you can tell they kind of messed up on looping it. I think it's cute. In general, I really like her design. It's really nice. Going back to the topic of Japanese versions and stuff, I've actually been really curious about seeing if I can find some version of the Japanese version of Rayman 2 to see what different pronouns they use. Like, because in Japanese they have first person personal pronouns and don't really use like third person that much. So, for example, stuff such as kae, kamojo, you don't really hear it that much compared to stuff like, say, boku or ore, that sort of thing. Yeah, it's something that's really interesting to me to see like different takes on characters in different languages, or to see how they're interpreted. I remember that the Japanese version of Undertale was infamous for that, because I can't remember the specific pronoun, but I remember they basically gave Sans like what would essentially the hick personal pronoun, like the one that's typically used by y'all ain'ts kind of characters, you know. And I think a lot of Japanese fans got pissed about that, because I think from what I recall, there was like a huge debate on whether or not Sans would use ore or boku, only for them to both be wrong. Which I think is hilarious. Like, imagine you think that hint. Oh, no, it has to be this pronoun. Oh, no, it has to be this pronoun. Wrong, you're both wrong. I wish I could remember the specific pronoun that was used, because I think that's so funny. I love how you gave Rayman a baby voice.
Oh, he love you.
He's so cute. Like, I know that he usually has like a deeper masculine voice, but I can't really do that kind of voice like I mentioned. Plus, when I see the character, for the most part, I tend to associate him with childhood stuff, except for like the hoodie variant, you know, because that one's meant to be an adult. Yeah, I don't plan on like voicing like all the characters in the game, because again, I'm not really a voice actor. Like, the most I've done in regards to anything is I recall taking some choir classes as a kid, but that doesn't really indicate that I'm good at voice acting. That just indicates I can sing, you know. Six glob crystals. Glow box fudge.
Yay!
And oh, hello textures. Don't see anything. Activate your helicopter. Okay. Let's go ahead and wait for the one guy to show up. That way I don't get sniped while I'm going up to this. And let's see. Yep, there he is. I'm going to probably keep streaming until I get to the point where I'm at the beginning of the Cave of Bad Dreams, because that's what I was previously at before, so probably like a few hours I'll stream. I don't know if I'll have too much to say in regards to stuff. Well, to be fair, you could say that about a lot of things. Let's see. Actually, I guess while I'm still here in regards to video games and such, I've actually been kind of curious about checking out some of the Hunter x Hunter PlayStation games, but that's only because of the fact that there's this one thing that I was kind of curious about. So, to quickly explain, one of the boss fights has you play as it. After you defeat the boss, you can play as the said boss, and I was wondering what would happen if you went back to that point and like you backtracked to that area as that specific character, because the context is one of the characters gets controlled by another character and you're forced to fight him. So I was wondering what would happen if you went back, because I can't find anything online that shows that. Another thing I was also curious about is the video game Ponies. I can never pronounce it. Poins. Because that game, if you know anything about it, is a Japanese-only video game with English dubbing. The thing is, though, is it has a lot of swearing for some reason. And I was curious if that was something that was affected by the age, because the beginning of the game has you decide what your player character's age is, and I was wondering if that was what, well, not character, because, you know, obviously the main character is supposed to be, like, a toddler, like, it's very obvious. I mean more as in the player's age. I was wondering if that was what caused the, you know, the swearing and such, or if it was something else, because I know another game that determines stuff depending on your player character's age is... I can't think of the name right now. It's the one game where you shake stuff and you're playing as a robot. What's it called? Mischief Makers, that's what it was. That's another game that changes stuff depending on your player age. And I was wondering if maybe that's what caused it. Obviously, I don't have a confirmation on whether or not the swearing in Pony's poems is affected by that. Anyway, there we go. Time for the best part of every level.
Do a little jig. Hi, Lex.
Nice. Oh, I remember that. The one supermodel thing. That was a test animation by one of the animators. I remember seeing that. I can't remember the specific channel, but I know for a fact I have it in my liked videos. I could probably try to find that again if you need me to. Either way, hi Lex, I'm just playing this. I'm probably going to be playing up until I get back to the point where Clark asks you to get the life elixir, so probably for a few hours, because again, I messed up on my save file. So with that, I believe that should do that. I'll just go ahead and get to the next level. I don't plan on speedrunning the game or anything, so I'm just playing it casually. Also don't really plan on 100%ing it. Before we get to Sam, let's go ahead and see the... I will say though, I want to see the one cutscene again, but that if you try to go here before you know the name, because I kind of now think this moment is cute. Hang on a second. Zombie chicken. I actually remember seeing a theory somewhere that the zombie chickens are the same species as Grub, and like the Detective guy in the animated series. I just love the little animation where he just slightly turns back, like,
Oh, okay, I'll go. Sorry.
That's what I get. Can I make Rayman boot the screen? I'm next to a wall, so let me see if I can. Yeah, I don't think I have enough range to do. Wait.
That was so close.
Yeah, I don't think the
Wait, I was so...
yeah, it's a bit too hard to do it here, but I think that's the closest I can get to it. The camera in this game is a bit funky, like I mentioned before, it only lets you go left and right, and when I was in some of the fights, the camera actually got stuck in my initial playthrough. Like, I want to say it was in the level where you get the... it's the one level where you light up a barrel and that has the rocket. Like, there's the one page alum that has a secret area where you can light up a barrel to, like, travel to the other side of a pit. And I'm just gonna go ahead and outright say that I'm going to be save stating a lot for this one section because the Sam section is really hard for me.
Sensational!
They'll never bullshit you. Do you want any more?
Sorry, Rayman, I don't know what you're talking about. But I did see Globox get captured by two pirates. They took him somewhere beyond the ocean.
I like all the characters' little eyes, but they're all 2D images, it looks like. I think that's cute. It helps him make him stand out more. Actually, going back to the topic of localization, another game that has some interesting localization, from what I recall, is Blue Stinger, because that one has the similar thing of Spyro, where for some reason the camera is different in that version instead of the English version, where it's behind the new character. I recommend, I think I recall Metrorad mentioning that. Sorry, I like this photo animation. Anyway, as I was saying, I recall Metrorad mentioning that, and a few other people. I could probably see if I could look into the game, but I would prefer to finish the other games I want to finish. For example, Rayman 2, and I also have a few RPGs I want to finish. For example, Moon RPG and Super Mario Bros. Anyway, let's get this over with. You can tell I was just stalling. Totally. Yeah, that was totally good mistake. Oops.
Did you know you could duck? I didn't.
For the sake of my sanity, I'm going to be save stating here, because I don't want to risk having to lose a bunch of health.
I'm surprised I'm doing pretty okay.
Obviously I'm not getting everything, but... And just as I say that, there we go. Yeah, I will say something I really like about the game is that if you mess up, it won't make you have to recapture the same runs. That's a weird way of putting it. Re-getting the same runs, so that's really convenient if you're 100% in the game, which I don't think I plan on doing, even in my... even in off-screen. I don't recall the game having one of those, if you don't 100%, you'll get the bad ending thing, so I should be fine. I hate when games do that, where they force you to 100% it so you don't get the bad ending. I hate those. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and save state again, because I don't want to have to re-get anything if I do end up dying. Because while it does save stuff, it requires you to beat the level from what I recall. So...
I hate this section! Because it's such a hassle to get everything. I like Sam, I just don't like this section because it's not fun to control.
I'm actually curious, does the speedrun for this game skip this section? I don't plan on doing that, and obviously because, again, like I said, don't plan on speedrunning the game, but I could see this specific area being an issue for runs because of how much it requires stuff. And I'm just gonna shoot. Right. I should actually look into that. I remember I used to watch some speedruns of the game, but it's been so long I can barely remember anything that happens with it. I do specifically remember a few, but those tend to be like out of bounds later in the game, so I can't remember if this specific segment they skip or not. I would presume they would, because again, of how long it takes. And also the fact that this is the same area where you have to go back to get there. Yeah, like I said, not 100%. This is the one area where the Cave of Bad Dreams entrance is, so I wouldn't be surprised if that might be an option or not. But the problem is, the said hand trigger is a cutscene, so I don't think it's that easy. So, again, I could just look into it once I get back to the point I want to be at.
Gosh, I hate this section. Why?
Oh. Actually, I guess while I'm still here with talking about speedruns, I was actually curious if maybe I could do a speedrun of a game that I've been into right now called Repeater, because the thing about that game is that it has really quick skip options, because the person who made the game, Haroon, added a button for not only for skipping text, but making your character really fast. And I don't mean as in just, just dash. No, no, no. It's super fast. I can get to the end of this town in like only 2 seconds. I don't know why it's so quick. So I could see that potentially being really fun to mess around with, even if it's an RPG Maker game. But the thing is that specific game isn't well known, and also you don't really see RPG Maker games speedrun. The only one I can think of is Witch's House, because I follow a few people who specifically do runs for horror games, so I occasionally see that specific game on occasion. I'm sorry, I keep just making weird noises while I'm playing this. I need to stop. Right. By the way, how's the audio right now? Is there any issues? If you need me to, I can turn it This piranha does not like me. Wait, did I always help from the piranha and then the water? Oh man, that's bad. I don't like that. Rayman's hair between flaps. You can tell I don't have much to say. Okay, thanks. Oh yeah, actually speaking of Sam, isn't there a thing in the 3rd game that implies that he got captured by Razov? Like, I saw there was a statue or something that implied that he was captured by him, which that has some implications. Oh no. That's... What if I... Yeah, jump into the park. I promise I'm a good gamer, I promise. Okay, how did I get that? That's a bit confusing. It's a good thing I'm taking a break from translations until tomorrow, so thankfully I don't mind having to do this segment. Okay, before we do anything else, I am saving right here because I do not want to do that again. Okay. took 20 minutes.
Jello, for the stem on my name.
Aww.
I'll miss you, my friend. Me too.
It's you too, yeah.
Okay. Finally, freedom. Freedom. Finally, the evil's defeated. Successful. Alright. For the sake of time, I'll probably skip doing the Wii segment. I can probably do that on my own anyway. The pirate prison ship. Oh, nice. Oh, nice. So I might look into that. I probably won't be able to do it because, again, I'm playing the emulated version and I'm not sure what their take is on that. I'd have to get this, I want to say the PC port or something to let me record on different devices. Capture card kind of thing right now. Also, yeah, I would have to get a capture card if I wanted to speedrun this. And as far as I'm concerned, most speedruns don't let you play on the emulated version. Jeez, my health is bad. Oops. Well, that's what I get for not looking. Segment is just there just to get you killed. Because anytime I get that specific alarm, I always end up falling in the water. Like, I don't think I've ever met anyone who's been able to do that. I keep calling it rubber chicken. No, it's zombie chicken. Yeah. I actually should look into a theory that someone made of the zombie chickens being the same species as the red. I think it has to do specifically with the snout. And for the most part, the game honestly works pretty well. it hasn't really aged too much, like, gameplay-wise. I can't remember where you heard it, but I remember that apparently the original version of this was supposed to have tank controls, which I do not think I would have enjoyed this game as much if they did do that. Like, imagine if this game had tank controls, that would not last. The thing about that kind of a control scheme, I think it works with games such as Silent Hill or Rule of Rose, despite what people say. Actually wait, does Rule of Rose have tank controls? It's been a while. Either way, no, I don't think it does. Silent Hill, we'll just say Silent Hill. My memories are clearly not the best, as you can tell. Either way, as I was saying, I think it can work in certain games, especially horror, but in the context of a platformer, I do not think it's the way to go because of how stiff they can be. With a platformer, you kind of need all the control in order to be able to get to the platforms. So I don't think it's something where they are the bane of everyone's existence. Just it's one of those things that it's a lot of games kind of misunderstood in how they can work. So it results in like kind of a cluttered mess. I know for a fact, going back into Ubisoft specific games, that Tonic Trouble's beta version did actually have two controls because one of the cereal box CDs had them for some reason.
Whoops. Not squished.
I'm sorry, Rayman, I'm torturing you. Somehow I did not get hit. Whenever I get that specific one, I usually get hit, so I don't know why I didn't. I always like this bit where you see the lung and then you notice the switch. That's such clever. That's such a clever little detail because the lum helps guide you to where the switch is. So you put two and two together. But you know what I don't like? I don't like this little shit. Get away from me! I hate him. I hate this fuck. Just get away from me! Apologies for the language, by the way. Despite the fact that despite how I sound, I do in fact swear a lot.
I love swearing. It's my favorite thing. It's in my way to do. I love swearing. Oopsie.
I think I might have missed a few. Oh well, I still get a health increase anyway. Yeah. Oh.
No, I didn't! I got them all! I did it! I got all the lungs! I did it! I got all the lungs!
Yeah, I don't think I could... I don't think I ever really saw Rayman and Lee as a thing because... Yeah... I felt it was whenever I saw them, they always felt like friends instead.
This pretty little fairy has gifts for Rayman. Okay. Help baby Glowbox get to her before the pirates do. Oh no. I'm just gonna go ahead and do a little save state. Don't mind me. I'm not a cheater. Totally. Wait. Wait a minute. Make him run repeat. Oh, it's like... Okay, I get it now. It's been a while. You have to do it back and forth. So, Mario Party. I hate this. I don't like this. I hate this. Fairy ran away when the pirate got there. Rayman gets nothing. Yeah, that's... Yeah. I was... If you want to restart the race, press A. Otherwise, press start. Yeah, I don't think I like that. Yeah, that's... I don't like the controls of that. I can try again, but if I mess up again, I'll probably just come back another time and to do this level. Well, bonus stage. Yeah, I don't think I can mash that hard. Yeah, I'm good. I don't think I'll do that. Yeah, I can't smash that hard. I'm sorry. Yeah, maybe to make up for not getting that, I could actually just do the Wii stage, despite what I said before. Welcome back, Rayman. Are we the real king? A little more organized now.
I love this gag so much. Where that's such a good use of camera. Of the camera. You know, speaking of the Teen Seas, I was always curious what would happen if you went to the one area at the beginning and didn't have all the 5 lums, because the cutscene specifically mentions you needing 5 lums to get into the can't think right now. Isle of Doors. Can't think. Messed up on the name, probably.
Go on. Go on.
I love his little Simlish sounding voice clip there.
Just a funny little guy. Just a funny little guy.
I think this is the level where some of the camera starts to get bad, but I think the next level is where I really hated the camera. Because this isn't too bad, except for here, where you can tell it got a bit stuck. There it is. But yeah, I think it's the next level where it gets really bad. Yeah, speaking of levels and such, I think my favorite one is definitely the Creative Dreams one. But obviously I won't be getting to that here because I mainly want to get back to the point where I was. And plus, I don't really do these kinds of videos much. Mainly doing this because it gives me like some kind of motivation to keep working on this. On getting this game done with. There we go. Like, it's kind of the same reason why a lot of people tend to only play games when they're with other people, because they like having other people watch, or it gives them something to do in the meantime. So, basically, what's the word I'm looking for? I actually don't remember what my point was. I dare you to read every bit of Rayman's dialogue in that baby voice. Rayman, that's the wrong direction. Okay, I guess, sure. Yeah, whenever I do that voice, people think I'm using like a voice synthesizer or text to speech, when no, that's just my range. That's just my range. I'm just like that. Oh dear, hang on a second. I'm gonna have to turn off the microphone for a bit. And have yeah, hang on a second. I have to. I have to check I have to check on something. I'll be right back in a second. Okay, sorry about that. I had to help with my brother for a quick second. Okay. Alright, back to this. Alright. before. Oh yeah, I remember it. The baby voice thing. I can probably try doing that whenever he talks again. Not here though, because it's just more tutorial stuff with Murphy. Yeah, I think because of the fact that I've been playing the game, playing it in the second time definitely makes it easier for me, if that makes sense. Kind of like how when you go back to a fighting game, it controls better the second time because you know the controls and such. I'm not good at words. Either way, definitely has been easier for me to play through this now, so only now I don't have to worry about losing my save file. Actually, wait, speaking of which, did I get damaged by the crab earlier?
For the sake of science, let's see if you hurt me. Yep, you hurt me.
His hair just dog ears. I could see the dog ears, I could see that. I always thought it was hair, so I've never really confused me. Because of the fact that helicopter hair and the... Yeah, in Origins and Legends was... Yeah, what I was originally introduced to. Like, I originally played the 2D games, then I played Rayman 2 on my brother's Dreamcast, so this is technically my second or third Rayman game, while my first game was Origins. Yeah. And here's one of the I have to save state or else I will die. Hey, segments. Which is funny because I actually really like this segment. I just suck. This segment's so pretty. I really like the kind of night aesthetic of this area because it's really nice. Alright. Yeah, I think this is the segment where the camera really got messed up. For this specific stage, I mean. Because I think what happened was I kept trying to attach myself to the worms from below instead of the fixed camera here. And also that. I also want to say I really like how organic the soundtrack for this game is, like depending on which era you're at. it'll sound a certain way. Also, I didn't fly enough to get those, so oh well. Oh, I really like this cutscene. I remember seeing it and thinking it was so nice. Although, like I said, I'll probably go back to do these stages to make up for failing the bonus level. Wait, you can do the camera in there? I didn't know that. Anyway, once I get to where Clark is, I'll do the lead stage, and then I'll stop for now.
Oh, you're the dabber.
Thanks for the tip. Thanks for the tip.
Alright, before that though, I'm gonna go ahead and get the one thing here. What is it? Okay. Right, let's go ahead and turn you out. And then yeah, I love the bell too. I don't know why they had him do that, but it's cute.
Thank you so much. must be the tip.
Okay, I'll stop. Ow. Alright. Yeah, if you guys want me to, I can do the Cave of Bad Dreams. Just keep in mind it might make the stream longer. And so by all means, if you feel like that would be an issue, feel free to let me know. But I'll probably see how the Wii stage turns out, and then I'll see if that'll be possible or not. Right. Because I'm going pretty fast for the most part. That's kind of surprising, considering my first playthrough. Yeah, I don't plan on making this too long, only to get to where I was originally. Which was where you saved Clark. Right. Missing mums, but I can just replay. And again, I'm not really 100% in the game. I love this segment so much, it's so fun. Alright. You know what segment I don't like? I don't like the Sam segment, I won't lie. Alright, and here, fake bad ending. Okay. Hey, considering I'm playing on emulator, I could also just save state. Hang on a second, I think one of my dogs wants some. Hang on.
Hi, Spencer! Hi, Spencer, you naughty boy. Come in here. I'm not letting you on the bed because Toto will get snappy if I do. Sorry, Spency. Good boy. Stop being such a snoodle.
Alright. See. Sorry about that. Just had to let one of my dogs in. Alright. Wait. I didn't notice that. Okay. Your aim is atrocious, sir. Now, where is the... Ah, there it is. Oops. Messed up. Yeah, what you're supposed to do is use the barrel itself to get the cage, from what I recall.
let me go ahead and get that. Oops. This is gonna take a bit. That, at the very least, I have plenty of health, so it shouldn't be too much of an issue. There we go. Oops. What was that? I think what happened was I accidentally hit the wall and then it just went ahead. Okay. Hey, Spency. I can't show you on camera. Sorry, honey. I think that caused the one pirate to respawn. Huh? What? Hang on a second. Goodness gracious. Sorry about that. Hope that didn't accidentally out me. Anyway. Idiot. Oy. Finally got it. Whew. Took it a bit. Okay, sorry about that. I'll probably have this sound stream unlisted once I finish this. So, with that, let me go ahead and go up here. Oh, the one pirate didn't respawn, huh? Also, I know for a fact this next cutscene I'm pretty sure messes up in emulators, so I'm gonna go ahead and save here as a just in case. I probably won't fix it though, but good to still have the save state anyway. So it's you who wiped out all of these pirates. Only 20 pirates against you? They didn't stand a chance.
I'm not doing the full.
Hey, you don't look good. Are you look hurt? I can't.
Like I said, I'm not really a voice actor, so I'm not voicing all of this. Get better. I need some life potion.
Okay, with bad dreams, I won't forget. Hang in there. I'll go get to the marshes and get the elixir.
Sorry.
Go.
Raiding a coin-operated raid. He does. You're not wrong. I will do that. Before we do the Cave of Veterans, I'll just go ahead and do the Lee stage, because I like these stages. Plus might as well.
Hi, Lee. Why isn't it letting me? Did something happen?
Here you can win life force and power. And you have enough lemons to go there. Okay. Okay, just took a second to register I was there. Okay. The time goes. I need a bit of a release. Or not. I know I did this before. Oh, that's what it was. I didn't notice the web. Thank you, Lee, for waiting for me. I don't know why you're so next to me. Oops. I love her little come on voice clip, it's so cute. This game is cute. Oops. Such a nice character, I like her. Oops. Oh well, that's fine. I don't mind you doing it. Come on! Okay. These voice clips are so cute. Actually, does anyone know who voices me in the specific version? I know that I want to say that the voice for Rayman versus Mortis is French. I couldn't remember. Oops. Thank you for waiting for me. I'm always so sad that Lee never was added to Rayman, and I'm actually curious, what was the reason for that? Because I know a lot of people say it's because of her size, but I don't know if she's that large. Because, like, it's not like she's as large as Clark is, for example. The stages with Lee are always so fun. Such a fun character.
Yay!
You made it, Rayman! Well done, Rayman!
That was very fast.
2 minutes and 52.
Yeah, I don't think that's fast.
You make a good hero to increase your chances.
Here's some more energy. Yeah, Lee is would probably only be like slightly taller than Glowbox. I'm not sure. Yeah. Considering Kane, I got pretty done with some stuff early on, I guess I could do the Cave of Bad Dreams. I probably won't go back to the stage where Clark is though, so once I finish this level, then that'll be it for the stream, so I'll just go ahead and get in here. Right. And are there any audio problems or visual problems, by the way? Okay. I can read your mind, you know the name of this place. I love the sudden cut to him just... Okay. The sudden cut to just him transporting next to the pad, like, okay. Anyway, this is definitely one of my favorite stages. I love how Halloween music is and just the aesthetic. was once this. Oh yeah, I remember hearing about that. About the man commercial from you, I think. Yeah. Right, that's right. The hands in this game are so creepy. Such a creepy segment. I like the implication that this door is supposed to push you, but it can't because it's malfunctioning. So you can just use it to get up instead. Maybe I'm just reading too much into it though. Okay, with that, let's be in here. Stay away from the mini Jonos. There were, yeah, I know. I'm pretty good at avoiding most things, I say. I say that, knowing that could get me changed for yeah. But yeah, the Jonos for the most part aren't an issue. Yeah, I think the only issue I had for this playthrough was like what I mentioned before with the camera and also the Sam section. Okay. They just don't like me. sound effects are so silly.
Oh, I didn't know you could do that. I thought it's not. Yes, you could. Yeah, that makes sense, but I didn't know.
Oh yeah, I love the chase sequence. Oh, that sequence is engraved into my head. It's one of my favorite segments of the game. I love the teeth border, and that's implying that Jono is close by. It's so creepy. Like, creepy in the sense of a kid's game. Not in the sense of, like, it actually scares me, you know?
Actually, a lot of games don't really tend to scare me that much.
Probably because with games, they tend to... you have more control of it, you know? I will say that when I was a kid, I remember being scared of the Valverines from the first Fable game, because I think there was a mission or something where you had to escort someone, and if you do, they end up turning into a Valverine. Like, to give a bit more context, they're equivalent to like werewolves, except a bit more gruesome, maybe would be the word. But yeah, I remember that segment scaring me. Which is funny, because the game is M-rated. I don't know why I was allowed to watch my brother play that game. Then again, I'm the same person that saw a lot of other things I probably should not have as a kid. Yeah, it's weird to remember, like, how many things, like, I saw as a kid that I probably should not have.
Oops.
Oops, Daisy. Thank you, Lee. Wait, actually, is Lee the one who transports you back? Because with the text, it kind of implies that she's the one who helps you, whenever you end up falling off stage.
Besties till the end.
Yeah, makes sense. Also, yeah, Majora's Mask also definitely was very creepy. Like, there's a bunch of stuff regarding death in that game. Again, whether it be the whole premise of trying to, survive an apocalypse, essentially, or the whole thing about a lot of the missions involving trying to save someone who's dying, or trying to... what's the word? Yeah, I don't know where I was going with this. Let me save state. Actually, I'm gonna go ahead and do a second one. That way I don't screw myself over again. Alright, time for the best segment. This part's so cool.
Look at the teeth.
I missed that lemon one. I'm gonna let myself get caught so I can get that. There we go. I want the lum. I want the lum. Purposefully gets myself caught just to get a lum. This segment's so cool. Oh, he's just gonna keep doing Most of it's pretty easy. states. Yeah.
You did the face.
Alright. Because you asked for it, I'll do the bad ending and then the good ending.
Oh, you're that. It's into yeah. Hmm?
Mm.
I want the treasure. No treasure for me.
Okay, we'll do the bad ending first. The glimmer in his eyes. The end. I could probably buy a yacht. Probably.
I'm just kidding. No treasure for me.
Damn you.
Rayman's so cute. Okay. I think that's all I'll be playing. Yeah. I'll go ahead and save here. And I'm gonna go ahead and abandon to see if that's saved. Oh, I didn't notice that. Look, the elixir is to the right. I didn't notice that. That's cute. Either way, I'm gonna go ahead and abandon and make sure it's saved, my game. Yep, there we go. Great. I think that's all I'll be playing today. Also, yeah, I agree. I don't like how they kind of made Rayman in that show kind of scrawny. Either way, yeah, I think that's all I'll be playing. I just mainly did this because I wanted to get back to where I was in my personal save file. Thank you, anyone who stepped in to watch, and I had fun. Thanks, everyone. I'll go ahead and close this stream now. Alright, have a good day.
No, I have to go. Wait, I'll do it later.
I'll give Clark the elixir later. Alright, have a good one. See ya.